Welcome to Middle School Math Made Easy, Simple Visual Math. Today we're going to continue with our unit on algebra, basic algebra. We have gone over solving one-step equations, and today we're going to focus on two-step equations. So this flowchart that we're going to use to help us it is basically the same as the one used for the one-step equations, but it has two rectangles here, and then of course here. The reason it has two is because there are going to be two operations that we are going to undo, two operations in the equation. So let's jump right in. We are going to start the same way we've done before. Put the variable m here, and here you have to be careful with the order. So first you're going to write down what is happening first to the variable. So we see the variable is attached to the 8. So we are going to write what is happening to the variable first, which is if it's a number attached to the variable or the coefficient, it means it's being multiplied by the coefficient by 8. And then next, what is happening to m after multiplying by 8 is we are adding 4. So it's important that you follow the proper order here. First, m is being multiplied by 8 because it says m times 8, and then plus 4. So we're just writing what we see here. And then the number that's by itself is here, 220, and here. Now, once we have the first flowchart set up correctly in the correct order, the times 8 has to be here first, and then the plus 4, then we can be assured that when we solve, we will solve in the correct order. Because here we're going to be doing two steps, and we want to make sure we're going to start solving with the correct first operation, and then we're going to do the correct second operation. So what we're going to do is, like we did before, we're going to put in these boxes here the opposites operations. So the opposite of plus 4 is minus 4. And the opposite of times 8 is divided by 8. Let me change that. Maybe I'll get a different color. So again, it's very important that you remember and notice that first the m is being multiplied by 8, and that has to be written first in the first box. And then that answer is being added to 4. So that is written here, second. And it's going to matter because that means that if plus 4 is here, minus 4 will be here. So first we are going to subtract 4 in order to solve. And that is important. Because if you do not do it in the correct order, when we do this part, we will not get the correct answer. So it tells us what to do. We're going to start from the bottom, and we're going to put into the calculator, or do it on your own, 220 minus 4. And you might want to write the answer down here, so that because sometimes if you put it straight into the calculator in one step, sometimes the calculator might do it in the wrong order. It's going to do, the more sophisticated calculators will do the division first, because PEMDAS says do division first. So you want to first put this into the calculator separately, subtract 4, or do it in mental math, and then once you get the 216, then you're going to do 216 divided by 8. So please make sure that you do it one at a time. If you just put it into the calculator, 220 minus 4 divided by 8, depending on the calculator, it may do it in the wrong order, depending on how sophisticated the calculator is. So what I usually do is I write the answer that we get after doing the first operation here. Whoops, let me undo that. Okay, so I just need to erase that to fix it. I usually write the first answer here so that I have it down, and I got 216, and then I take the 216, put it into the calculator, and divide by 8, because that's what it tells me to do here. 216 divided by 8. I'm just going to write it over here. And this will give me my answer of 27. And then we can check. We can do 8 times 27 and get our answer, and then we can add 4 and see if we get 220. Okay, let's do another type of problem that is a two-step equation, but is not going to be the same exact operations that we're going to use. So what you might want to do is slow down the video, pause if you need to take notes, and we're going to jump ahead to the next one. Let me erase this. Okay, so here we're going to fill out the flowchart the same way, but of course, when we get over here and here, we might have different operations, and as well over here and here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, and we are going to put the variable here, and then we're going to ask ourselves, what is happening to y? So we're going to just read what we see, and I see it says y divided by 16, so that's what we're going to write first here. It's being divided by 16. So we're just going to follow the order in the flowchart, in the equation, and we're going to write that in the flowchart. The first flowchart is just the order that we see the operations in the equation. It helps us to have a visual of what we're seeing in the equation. And it says y divided by 16, I wrote that here, and then plus 7. So we're going to write plus 7 here. Order is important. You cannot switch the order here, then you will get the wrong answer. And then we're going to write the number that's by itself on the other side, which is 20 here, and 20 here. Now we're just going to put the opposite operation, the inverse, in these boxes. So the opposite of plus 7 is minus 7. And the opposite of divided by 16 is multiplying by 16. And then we're going to use this part of the flowchart and over here to solve. But it is important to note, if you just put it all in one sentence in the calculator, it may give you the wrong answer because some calculators are not going to use PEMDAS correctly. So, well, they're not going to use PEMDAS. So therefore, it is important that some of you may have to do it step by step. So first I'm going to do 20 minus 7 because that's what the flowchart says. Remember, it's not 7 minus 20. We're starting from the bottom and following the arrow. 20 on the bottom minus 7. And we get 13. And I'm going to write the 13 here, or you might want to put it over here to remind you that we're going to now take the 13, and now we're going to do what it says here, 13 times 16. I'm just going to write it here so everybody can see what we're doing. So we're going to, whoops, mistake. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take the 13, and we have to undo the second operation, do the inverse, which is times 16. So 13 times 16. And I'm going to put that into my calculator. And I get 208. Now we can check if this is correct by substituting 208 into the equation. So y is equal to 208, and what I'm going to do to check is I'm going to substitute, instead of y, I'm going to put in 208, and I'm going to follow the flow of the equation. I'm going to do what it says. It says 208 is being divided by 16, because y is 208, according to us, what we found as the answer, if we're correct. And I got 13, and then I'm going to do what the next thing it says is plus 7, and it is equal to 20. And that means that our answer, we were supposed to say to a question mark, is it equal to 20? Yes, it is. That means this is our answer. It is correct. It is the correct answer, because when we put it into the equation, it makes the equation true. We get 20 on both sides. If you would like to more practice with different types of equations and having the flowchart available, please go to my Teacher Pay Teacher store. Thank you.